day 4 of the Ocala Blitz. Holy moly, we made it. You know, every single time I film one of these, I can't believe I'm filming another video, because I'm like, is Aaron gonna make it another day? And your boy ain't going nowhere. But on a serious note though, today was a really good day. It wasn't good because of the results I got, but it was good because of the things I learned. So basically, as you guys know, I've been doing this now for 37 days. I believe that's correct. Yeah, it's my 37th day knocking. They say it usually takes 90 days for people to get the hang of things. And today it all clicked, because what I realized yesterday was the reason why I wasn't setting appointments was simply because I wasn't looping. So how it would work before is people would give an objection. For example, they'd be like, I'm worried about my roof. I'd be like, no problem. Like, we have a 10-year penetration warranty, so that means we cover the roof for 10 years. And then from there, I would wait. There'd be like this moment of silence, and then they'd be like, cool, I'm not interested, pretty much. But today what I did was, I realized, I'm like, okay, for example, there's this one lady I talked to yesterday. Well, last time we knocked, because we didn't work on Father's Day. So last time we knocked, and this lady was a, retired person. She's like, basically, she said she didn't want to do it. Long story short, I ended up getting to the point where I found the true objection, and the true objection was she thought that solar didn't make sense because she was too old. I'm like, perfect. I basically said, like, this, I'm paraphrasing. I'm like, great, this is a lease. It's 100% transferable, blah, blah, blah. Old people, a lot of, like, senior citizens love it because they're on fixed incomes. I give her the whole shabam, and I explained to her, like, how there's no money out of pocket, there's no debt, no nothing. So then from there, she liked the idea, and then I waited. And then because of that, I lost control of the sale, and I lost it. And all I had to do was, after getting her objection, and all I had to say was, do you do your bill online or in the mail? Okay, you do it online? Okay, perfect. I'm going to go look at which side of the house is the meter on? It's on the right side? Okay, perfect. I need to go check the meter to make sure it's bi-directional. Go pull that bill up for me, and I'll meet you back here in 2 minutes. And yeah, that's all I had to do. And today, basically, guys, I'm saying literally the same thing. Same pitch, same everything. Every single time, I'm now getting to the end of the sale. And as long as I get to the part where I say, does that make sense? And they then agree, as soon as they agree, I'm out. And then I guarantee you guys, I'm gonna start getting way more appointments. Because what was happening is, I would get people to say, does that make sense? I got them. And then I'm like, oh, okay, now what? And then I would lose control, and I lost the sale every single time. But today, I literally did nothing different other than I immediately went into the loop. And I'm telling you guys, that's gonna be my goal for these next couple days. It's just gonna really be hardening on those things. And also, when it comes to, like, personal development, I have to say, older people always say that, like, the one thing I wish I would have stopped caring about what other people thought about me sooner. Because you always realize that from older people. Like, older people are so free because they don't give a damn what anybody thinks about them. Obviously, to a certain extent. To a certain degree, we all care. But, for example, today, usually the old me would get really upset when people would slam the door in my face. But what I realize is, people are not rejecting me, they're rejecting the product. It's the truth. Or they're rejecting the bad experience they had with the dozens of other door-to-door guys. Because reality is, I can't speak for those people, but I can speak for myself, and I know that anyone would be more than happy to talk to me. So, long story short, today I got the door slammed in my face, and it just happens to me every day. But I used to really bother me, like I would take it personally, but I don't care anymore because I realize they're not rejecting me, they're rejecting the product. And that's been something that's, like, so freeing. And my thing is, even if they are rejecting me, who cares? By me sitting here and saying, oh my God, they must not like me. How is that going to make my life any better? It's not going to. So even if they are rejecting me, I'm going to tell myself every single time, my product is the problem, it's not me. So that's another thing. And then from there, really, it's pretty simple, guys. I now realize, as soon as people give any objection, you get over it. You then say, does that make sense? And then you then re-loop and go for the appointment. And that's exactly what I did today, and got a bill, so it was a solid appointment. We'll see what happens. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, my morning routine. I ended up filming a video yesterday. It's gonna be coming out soon, guys. That video is about to be straight fuego. It's about the lessons I learned from wrestling and how they transferred it over and everything in my life. But basically, when I was filming that, I realized that my first year of wrestling, I went 13-2. I went 2-13. So that means I won 2 matches and lost 13. And before every single wrestling match, my mindset was, basically, I'm going to go out and try my best. You know, if I win, great. If I lose, that sucks. Versus my second year of wrestling, and really nothing changed. Overall, I still had the same skills. I didn't really learn that much. Except for the second year I wrestled, I said, I'm going to be the best. I'm going to go undefeated. No one's going to beat me. And when I come out here, I'm a prize fighter. I'm the greatest ever. And nothing changed other than my mentality. And then sure enough, guess what happened? My second year of wrestling, I went undefeated the entire year until I lost my last match, and then that's when I lost the other one because I got out of that winner mentality. So my thing is, if I can take that same exact principle and apply it to sales, which is what I started doing today, I started seeing results. Like, I don't think that's coincidence. I think that almost subconsciously, my brain believed that what's the point of giving it my all if I'm not going to get any results anyway? Because I've been going out here and trying every day, and I've been constantly eating crap every day. I think that's really what was happening subconsciously. Because, you know, even when I was out there, I was like, well, I really hope today I get one. Versus today, it's like the mentality was, I'm getting one no matter what. Someone's going to do it. Someone's going to go solo. And guess what? I end up getting an appointment. Now, are there going to be days that I have the same mentality and I'm not going to get appointments? Yeah, probably. But still, I'd rather go in there with the idea, with the delusional belief that I am the best, I'm going to succeed, than the contrary, which is I'm going to lose. Because as soon as you tell yourself you're going to lose, you're dead. So that was one of the main things I realized today. And also, it's funny because, you know, for me, you know, at my company here, they always talk about, you know, winning the day, specifically on my team, you know, which is really great. They talk about things like, you know, discipline, like, you know, making your breakfast, making your bed, you know, like just really simple things that basically just stack your wins and make you more confident, right? And, you know, for me, honestly, I've been doing this my entire life. For the past 10 years, I've been pumping iron, you know, getting up early, making my bed, eating healthy. So, you know, those things don't make me feel any different. You know, I've always constantly read books because my goal has always been to be the best version of myself. But the thing is, even though I guess you could say, like, I'm better, quote unquote, than a lot of people. That sounds so condescending, but I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I do the things that most people don't do. So thus, it should give me confidence, but it really doesn't. So for me, what I did today was, because like for me, that stuff's just normal, so I don't really think about it. Instead, I was like, okay, what are the things I'm struggling with? You know, I was like, I really need to fall in love with the process. So today, I was really focusing on gratitude. So I was thinking, I'm like, okay, let me just try it. I think it's a crock of shit, but I'll try it. So I wrote down all the things, you know, I wrote down some affirmations. I'm like, you know, like, every day I'm becoming better, you know, I will persist until I succeed, you know, just simple stuff. And I really wasn't resonating with it. So I'm like, okay, let me just try writing down what I'm grateful for. And guys, I was struggling. I was really struggling. I was thinking, damn, bro, I'm sitting here trying to think of things I'm grateful for. I can't even come up with any ideas. I know there's so many things I have to be grateful for. I live in Florida. You know, I have a car. You know, I have a mother that loves me. I have a roof over my head. I have food. I have so many things to be grateful for. But when I was sitting there at the time, I'm like, I really couldn't think of it because all my mind could perseverate on is how much things suck right now. And then I realized, I'm like, why don't I just change my mind and only focus on the things that are good? And that's exactly what I started doing today. And today, I can honestly say until towards the end, I felt really good pretty much the whole day mentally. And that was a giant bug that I just killed. Holy moly. But yeah, honestly, I can say throughout the entire day, I felt really good. You know, I got the door slammed in my face, like one of the most times ever. But at the same time, I had the lowest numbers I've ever had. Today, I had so I knocked the 8 doors, got the door slammed in my face 5 times. From there, I had 3 conversations, 3 full pitches, and from there, I got 1 appointment. The old me, it would take, obviously every day is different, but the old me with what I was doing, when every time I would get 25 full pitches, I would get 1. So obviously I don't have enough data yet, but I don't think that's a coincidence. I'm pretty sure I'm getting better. And you know, I'm just really excited about the future because, you know, the way I see sales is really the only thing that keeps me going is I think of wrestling. It's like my sales, when I think of sales, I'm thinking about this for the next 5 years. I'm not thinking about, you know, the next, you know, month or like year. I'm thinking about 5 years minimum. Like that's my time block right now. And I just think about it with wrestling because with wrestling, I literally went from being one of the worst people ever to my 5th year of wrestling. I was like one of the best people. And my thing is, if I can just stick with that same approach, I'm like, how did I become amazing at wrestling? I hired people that were better than me. I then put in more hours than everybody else. You know, it's the same exact thing. Sports, in life are the same exact thing. So my goal is just to continue to apply those principles I learned from wrestling into sales, and I know I'm going to be the best. So I will persist until I succeed, and I'll see you guys at the top. Thank you so much for all the support. I love you much.